Hi, I'm Kody Miller. I'm the Chief Plant Operator for Conway Corp's wastewater plants, and this is how I work. A typical day at work for me is coming into a plant that's already running. Our wastewater plants run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Holidays, they're already running, and they will be running when I leave it. So when I come in, we're picking up where the night shift guys left off. We're seeing what needs to be done through the day to make sure that we continue treating water like we need to keep the people downstream safe and take care of the water that's been used by the city. Prior to my current job position, I worked for 5 years as plant maintenance. The senior plant maintenance worker, Ricky Frazier, taught me a lot about the way the plant works, the way that things come together, and what it takes in all the moving parts to keep things going. And what I learned under him was able to get me to where I am today, to where I can see a situation and see the different ways we can go about fixing it and solving problems when they arise. One of the biggest challenges with the wastewater plant is it is a 24/7 job, so we have to make sure that the scheduling is staffed all the way through. We have to make sure people are available if someone gets sick. We have to make sure that if weather's coming, if there's something that we need to do to prepare for a storm coming or anything like that, that it's done beforehand. We've got more than one pump in most situations, or more than one piece of equipment, so we always try and make sure through preventative maintenance that everything is ready to go in case we need it. And we have to be able to adapt if something breaks or if something changes to where we can put something else in and get back online and continue treating what we need to do. I would say Conway Corp's unique to me because it is a community that kind of covers everything. Out at the wastewater plant, we use water that's produced and treated at the water plant. We get our water that's coming in, our sanitary sewer comes from a distribution and collection system that's ran by Conway Corp. We use the power that's brought to us by Conway Corp's electric department. We use the internet and the data from Conway Corp's cable department. So we essentially are a plant ran by Conway Corp, doing our own thing separately, but we're still a part of something bigger. A favorite part of my job to me is water is a precious resource, and we're able to take as much of that as we can and put it right back into the water cycle. We keep the water from all the processes that we use, and we're treating it to a quality to where when it goes back into the river, we're leaving a safe water re-entering the water cycle. And the sludge that we collect is land applied as fertilizer for hay farmers nearby. So the only parts that we actually get rid of from our whole wastewater treatment process are trash and inorganic materials that probably didn't belong there in the first place. A typical day off for me, I'd probably be doing something outside, whether it's hunting, fishing, taking care of some yard work. I'd be doing something outside. If I'm not doing that, I'd be hanging out with my son, spending some time with him, watching him grow. He's a little guy right now. He's a lot of fun. Advice I would give to somebody starting out in the wastewater department would be flexible. We've got a lot of different things that goes on. There's a lot of different changes in what we're doing. Plus, as Conway grows, our flow changes, we change, our shifts will change. So you just have to have the ability to kind of go with it and be flexible on what you expect when you're coming in day to day. Reliability is really important to us. We make sure that we're reliable through keeping a generator on site in case we ever lose power, making sure we have plans for any disasters or emergency, and we constantly check what we're putting out into the river through our effluent sampler and our lab that checks it daily. And we make sure that we're meeting everything we need to ensure the safety of anybody downstream from us. And that helps us take care of the community that we serve. So Conway Corp allows the community to kind of get involved in what we do too. We've been able to have some plant tours recently. Just yesterday I led an environmental science group through the plant. They were able to understand what we do a little bit better. They kind of got away from the scary word wastewater, and they get to see the biological process that we do to treat the water and to take care of everything that we get down there. And it's cool to have conversations with people like that in the community that don't really know what we do. And since they got to come out and walk through, they get to go home and tell everybody, hey, I got to see this. Hey, they do this. Hey, they had this big machine that did that. And it's just really cool to be a part of it.